Sharp 1 p.m. in India, ladies and gentlemen. Let's respect time and let's start. Thank you very much for joining this lunch hour workshop, especially for those people who are not able to take their time in the evening. I remember I doing this kind of workshops, especially on these subjects in the evening too, but there are some people who are not able to take time in the evening. So we decided to also spend a little time with you guys during the lunch time. So in case if you're really taking lunch and listening to me, thank you very much. In case if you're not, let's use this particular hour of this day to learn something which is very important for us to learn, that is how to speak in English fearlessly and fluently, the way we speak in our mother tongue, with a comfortable smile on our face. Okay, a few questions coming in my mind. And what I've learned as a student of public speaking is, unless and until some questions are not settled in your mind, it's very difficult to focus on the content, isn't it? And if I'm not focused, imagine you speaking on the stage. If you are not focused on the content, how audience will be focused? So let me settle those questions. And the first question is, tell me, by the way, where are you from? Which city? Just type your city name in the chat box. Go ahead, type your city name. Where are you from? Which city? Which city? Go ahead, type your city name. Ratnagiri. Ratnagiri was my first headquarters where I started as a medical representative. Odisha, New Delhi, Mumbai, UP, Ranchi, Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Odisha, Delhi, Jaipur, Punjab, Vasundhara, Mumbai, West Bengal, UK, Bangalore, Bihar, Ahmedabad. What a beauty of technology. You sitting there, I sitting there, still with the help of technology, we are connected with each other. So the reason I ask people to write the city names, not because it has been told to us that, that's a way of engaging the audience. No, the reason I want you to write city names because understand the power of technology. We should feel so happy and fortunate that we are at this point of time where we have technology like this, where we can still connect like this with each other. So I'm happy I've decided to use technology today. Let's move forward. One more question coming in my mind, and let me settle that question very quickly, and then we have to move on the agenda. And the question is, tell me, I remember I doing this particular session. We have started a series of live workshop. This is 29th day of my life continuously, where I have been conducting minimum 1 live workshop every day and maximum 3, right? So I don't remember not doing live workshop in last 29 days. But I've been doing this particular workshop several times because I understand the power of and importance of this subject. So let me ask this question. How many of you have already attended this particular workshop where I talk about or share my views about English? Click on A. Yes, Praveen, I have already attended. Click on B. No, Praveen, I have not attended. A, attended. B, not attended. A or B. A or B. A or B. A or B. Okay, let me end the poll and let me share the results with you. So 60% people, they have already attended it, not attended it for the first time. And around 40% people, they say, Praveen, we have not attended. We have already attended. So 60% people, in case you're not only attending this for the first time, you're also meeting me for the first time. Thank you very much for taking the decision of spending your time today. And 40% people, I'm very optimistic by nature. So it's just like you like some movie and song, you come and watch again. Maybe that might be the reason why you're attending it again. Or maybe last time you could not able to understand, could not able to express properly, explain properly. So I strongly believe that I'm a student. So if that can be the reason, so this time within my capacity, I will try my best. With this, ladies and gentlemen, let's respect time and let's start. One question might be coming in your mind, Praveen, how we are going to interact, the way we have interacted in last 2 minutes, via chat, via poll. This session is divided in 3 parts. Part number 1, what is my association with this language? When did I fall in love with this language? And the reason I will share this with you, because if I can speak, if you know from where I have come, if I can speak, anyone on the planet Earth can speak this language. It's just a language, number 1. Number 2, what are the 5 mindset? There has to be a reason why so many people face difficulty in speaking this language fearlessly and fluently. Not just those people who have started their career. Even I have seen CEOs and directors and big top people struggling with this language. There has to be reason behind that, and those reasons are there in your mind. So we will cover 5 mindset perspective which you have to have toward this language. Without that, you cannot use this language the way you use your mother tongue. Third, after this 5 mindset, what should be your strategy? How you can take this journey further? How you can speak in English fearlessly and fluently? That we will discuss. So let's come to part number 1. Keep 2 and 3 aside for a moment. What is my association with this language? For that, you have to go the time where we genuinely learn this language. From where we learn, from when we learn this language, by the way, in the school, right? So I don't remember learning this, or rather, I don't remember learning anything in my school. And to identify those kids who are very poor in studies, very poor. So there are two reasons why kids are poor in studies. First, they study, but they don't understand anything. Second, they don't study only. I was second. I never used to study. To identify these poor students, there's only 1 year, ninth standard. Till ninth standard, school will push. But when you reach ninth standard, no school wants to spoil their 10th class result, right? They have that pride that maximum students should clear 10th standard. So I was the only student in my class. They retained me in ninth standard only. So my teachers were very clear. He is not going to clear 10th standard. So what is the logic of sending? He doesn't study only. Now, what is the reason behind that? When you attend my fear of public speaking, we go deep in that reason. What happened during my childhood because of what I could not able to focus on my studies. Let's not go in those reasons. But in ninth standard, when I failed for the first time, I did something very special. I decided to run away from my home. My home was in Nasik in those days. Nasik is, if, in case if you have not heard this name, it's almost 5 to 6 hours drive from Mumbai. And since childhood, we have heard that all the dreams will come true in Mumbai only. So I decided to run away to Mumbai. Spent 4 days in Mumbai, not more than that, 3 nights. And I learned something very specific. I would say three key learnings in those 4 days crash course of life. 14 years old child. In ninth standard, what's the age? 14 years old. No money, nothing. The first learning. You're nothing without your parents. Zero. Your existence on the planet Earth is not even noticeable without your parents, not for kids, throughout your life. At this point of time also, I'm nothing without my parents. I'm incomplete without my parents. Number one. Number two, there is something called hunger, which many people have not experienced it. It's so difficult to manage hunger, I must tell you that. Very difficult. I remember picking up the squeezed fruity packet from that Dadar platform. I used to sleep on the other platform only. So I was so hungry. So I decided to pick that. No, there was a fruity packet on the Dadar platform. Everyone was stamping it. I took it. And then I thought, let me squeeze it. And I squeeze it until I get that last drop from that pack. And then I realized my third learning, which I love to share with you, that even though on that Dadar station, I was along with thousands of people there, very crowded, but I was still feeling alone. So there is a difference between feeling alone and staying alone. One can stay easily alone. I can go in mountains. I love mountains. I'm a mountaineer. I can stay alone. But feeling alone is different. One may feel alone in marriage also. May feel alone in the office also. So I thought life is difficult. Let's go back to parents again. So I decided to come back. 2 years I took then to complete my ninth standard. And then after 2 years, when I entered in 10th standard, not interested in studies, whole year my father was only one thing, Praveen, make sure you clear 10th standard, son, you clear 10th standards. If you are stuck in 10th standard, you're gone. And I didn't disappoint him, by the way. I will show you my mark sheet of 10th standard. My father was so happy. He was so elated, so proud. No, you might be watching all this in 45, 38, 38, Praveen, all this is Mark and how one father. Arre, he saw only this pass. That's it. Enough, pass. And I was so surprised with this number 38. Why? Because I remember after the maths exam when I went outside and I calculated all my questions which I appeared for. And I thought every question, if it is correct, and I did the summation of all that, still it was not more than 35. Still it was not more than 35. So I got 38. I don't know who checked my paper, but thank you very much. Why I'm sharing this with you? The reason I'm sharing this with you because, ladies and gentlemen, many times I've heard this from people. I don't belong to that privileged family. You know what? When I was a child, I didn't have people in my life with whom I could speak in English. That conducive atmosphere was not there. My parents never used to speak in English with me. I didn't go to convent school. That's the reason I can't speak in English. I understand that, but that doesn't mean that you can't speak in English fearlessly and fluently. So I don't remember learning this language in school. So when did I learn this? The second attempt you get or second opportunity you get to learn this language is of course in your 11th and 12th standard. When you come out from your school and you are allowed to wear some other clothes, and that's the time where you are, you know, behind girls and all that. So my mother said, Praveen, see, your brother is getting admission in engineering. He will get good job, good girl. He will get settled life. Think about yourself. And I said, yes, she's right. And at that point of time, ladies and gentlemen, you know that. When I say that point of time, when I'm 79 years, 79 born. So in 80s, now also I think the plus minus same trend that if you're taking science, you are serious. If you are taking commerce, the seriousness is slightly low. And if you are taking art, it means you're not at all serious in your life. Doesn't matter whether you're interested or not interested. The degree of seriousness was determined like this. And I thought I will take art. So no, I am. It means no girl will like me because girls like serious people, those who are serious about their career. So I decided to take science, but my mark sheet was not allowing me to take science. So I thought if my, so I told my mother I want to take science, and somehow there is one college in Nasik. When you don't get admission anywhere, you will get admission there. But when you getting or when you are going to that kind of college, you don't get the yo-yo type of students, you know, with whom you speak in English. No, you get students where they don't speak in English. So I was surrounded by all those people. When I was not interested in this language either. But then I found my girl in 11th standard. I started studying also. I was number one in my college because I got the reason to study. But I don't remember learning or speaking in this language even in 11th and 12th. So when did I learn this language then? Normally you learn this language or you develop this language or you acquire this language or you build the fluency on this language during your graduation time. Graduation is almost 4 years. And graduation, especially if you go outside in hostel and all, then it's always good. So I got admission. There's a place called Pravara Rural College of Pharmacy. You go to Shirdi, you go further interior of Maharashtra, you will find that college. It's a rural India, rural college. Forget the students, even teachers don't speak in English. They're very rarely, not required only. So I don't remember speaking in English in those 4 years also. So when did I learn English? The next opportunity to get you to learn English is during your initial period of your work. So I got selected as a medical representative and I went to Satara, Karad, Ratnagiri. You know, someone wrote in Ratnagiri, I said, this was my headquarters. Yeah, that was my headquarters. Now, these are the places in Maharashtra. If you unnecessarily speak in English there, they will look towards you with the corner of their eyes and they will say, uh, don't act smart. So English was not required there also. So when did I learn this language then? Then what happened? 2.5 years after spending 2.5 years in sales, in marketing, where no English required nothing, not required only to speak. Then I thought my girl is there in Mumbai because my girl with whom I fall in love with 11th standard, and now we are happily married together and living a productive life. She's from Mumbai. She came to Nasik only for 2 years because her parents could not able to afford her education in Mumbai. So she went back to Mumbai. I said, my girl is there in Mumbai. I have to come to Mumbai. And then I decided to come. And I decided to come because I thought best way to come to Mumbai is I'm in sales. Let me apply for marketing because the marketing team of Cipla was in Mumbai. So I wrote one letter to my boss, and let me show that letter to you. That will help you to understand my level of English. Now, this was a letter. I just remember a few days ago, my boss said, Praveen, I was going through my laptop and I saw this email you sending to me in 2003. I will just zoom this letter for you. Just read this letter. After spending 2.4 years in the forget the and all, I have learned things from Pharma, blah, 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 blah. I want you to focus on one word here. Few of the examples I have to quote here. Can you see the spelling of quote? The reason I'm sharing this with you, because I want you to understand this was the level of my English, even after spending 2.4 years in my professional career. So with that level of English, I came to Mumbai. See, when you write, you are still very attentive, right? When you speak, you still, it's difficult. But when you write, you are still focused. Even while writing, that was the level. So you can imagine what was the level while speaking. So then with this level of English, I came to Mumbai and I got a surprise of my life. And the surprise was, I belong to the culture where you speak English like a pickle. You speak in your mother tongue and then you speak. And then just like a pickle, you use one line. Understood? Understood? Or okay? Very nice. These are the few words. We just sprinkle it or just like a pickle. That's how we use English at my place, right? The culture I belong to. And here is the reverse. They use their mother tongue or maybe Hindi like pickle, and they use English as a main language, just not inside the conference room or just not outside while presenting, even at the coffee or lunch table, while eating food, while having drinks, English. I said, I can't use English like this. There is a difference between if you are a technical person, imagine you are an engineer, and there's a difference between you building the building the content in English and presenting, and building conversation in English. They are two different things. So then what happened? I'm sitting in the conference room, me, my colleagues, and my boss and my seniors, everything sitting for the brainstorming meeting. And Praveen, you have any idea? My mouth is shut. Why? Because if I speak, what if I make mistake? What if I'm not able to express correctly? What they will feel? Arey, you can't speak also a simple English. My question to you is this, and let me ask this question in via poll. Tell me how many of you here sitting, you say, Praveen, yes, sometimes even we face this problem at workplace that when we want to express, we hesitate to express just because we want to or we have to use English to express. Click on A. Click on it. Yes, Praveen, we hesitate to do that. Click on it. Click on B. No, no, Praveen, I don't hesitate to. A, if you hesitate. B, if you don't. A or B. A or B. A or B. Okay, let me end the poll and let me share the results. 86% people said A and 14% people said B. What do you mean by that? 86% means out of 10, 8 people in India, right? If you understand statistics where you are meeting 500 people or 50,000 people, doesn't matter. Statistics are statistics, right? So out of 10, 8 people in India, they hesitate to express at workplace because without expression, you don't have a language, you will not able to express. And without expression or without expressing your ideas, values, thoughts, how can you grow? How do you grow at workplace? I'm not denying the importance of work. You have to work. But when you grow in your life as a leader, you have to express. Unless and until you're not expressing, you will never able to grow. So I thought this is the problem. It's like I have to learn how to speak in this language because it's stopping me. But many of us, we have a habit of lingering. When I had this habit of lingering with this. No, I will learn. It's okay. No, I know. Uh, Automatically, I will learn from my colleagues. I will learn. Let's learn from life only. All those things. So for a few years, I was lingering with this. But then I realized that this is stopping my growth. And every time I'm feeling unconfident in front of people, every time when I'm in the middle of the discussion, I'm thinking, no, what I have to say, then convert that into English and all that. And that was, I was struggling to climb that corporate ladder. So I took the decision around at the age of 29 to 30 years when I was there. I thought time has come now where I have to take the decision. And then for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to join English speaking classes in Bandra. So I still remember every day when I used to go from train, I used to see that board, English speaking classes. So I got down one day, reached the address, knocked the door. One lady was sitting inside. I said, I want to join English speaking classes. She said, what do you do? I said, I'm a manager in Sipla. She said, you should join an executive batch where all working class people, they come and they polish their English. I said, forget polishing. I don't remember anything in English. I don't remember noun, pronoun, adjectives, nothing. I don't remember anything in English. And then she said, then you should join the basic batch. But there is a problem in basic batch. I said, what? She said, basic batch is all about small, small kids. I said, that's not a problem for me. I will learn with them. Don't worry. So that was the first attempt. If you ask me very precise answer to that question, when did I learn English? The first genuine attempt of learning English was at the age of around 29 to 30 years. Then whenever you spend little time on one skill, it could be around 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, you have to get some significant and remarkable benefits. What do you mean by remarkable? Something which is worth making a remark. So I started getting remarks. Praveen, nowadays you're speaking, nowadays you're sharing. Earlier the remarks was, why you're so quiet? You're very shy. Huh? So I could see the remarks are changing from the world. And I was getting benefits from it, not immense benefit, even though I was not very fluent in speaking, but I was getting benefits from it because whenever you learn, you get benefits. Then you lose interest. Then you feel that, okay, is enough. Then for after 3 months, I did it. After that, for some days, I was following it and then I lost interest. And then I was busy in my life again. Then at the age of 37, right, around 3.5 years ago, when I fall in love with public speaking, I realized that I have to learn how to speak in front of public. And one thing which I realized in public speaking that without practice, you cannot develop any skill. Similarly, public speaking. And the only way of practicing was making videos. There's no other way, right? In this office, I have a team of around 100 people. If I stand and speak in front of them, so that's not practice. That is actual speaking. That's actual public speaking. We're actually playing the match. That's not practice. Correct? Many of us, we feel that whenever we speak in front of our colleagues, we are doing practice. No, you are actually playing it. When do you practice public speaking? Of course, after learning only you practice, but when do you practice? So I thought practice is like all on social media. Let's make videos on social media. So when I started learning public speaking, I had two options. One, either I make videos in Hindi because public speaking has nothing to do with language. One can speak in Chinese also, right? It has beyond language public speaking. So either I can speak in Hindi, make videos in Hindi, share my ideas, values, stories in Hindi, or I make videos in English. I have one simple thumb rule in my life. And this thumb rule only I have this because I know I'm going to die one day. It's limited time available. So thumb rule is, if you have two options, one is easy, one is difficult, always choose the difficult one. Always choose the difficult one. It will always stretch. You will always have to do something beyond your limits. It will be always painful. You're standing in front of staircase and escalator, always choose the staircase. But the advantage is less crowdy. You will learn something there and you will reach the place which where not many people have reached, right? Because many people are a little allergic to pain and uncomfortable life. Correct? So I decided Hindi, very comfortable. English, very difficult. Let me choose English. So you will see Last three and a half years before I started making videos, you will not find only one video. There is one video in Hindi. Apart from that, you will not find any video in Hindi. And even the title of that video is मैं 40 साल की उम्र तक अंग्रेजी से क्यों डरता रहा? Why I was scared of English for till the age of 40 years. So ladies and gentlemen, when I started making videos, when I just 3.5 years ago, then again I realized the importance of learning English because my English was not fluent and world was cruel on social media. Not all, but few. They started correcting me, Praveen, this is not the way you should speak, this word question and this and that, question should be pronounced as question and all that. And too many comments on my video, only to improve my English. I thought, thank you very much. Let me go back to books again. So I appointed one more mentor and trainer at the age of 37. She used to come to my office every Thursday, 1 hour session. And then she helped me to clear my doubts and everything about English. That was again 3 months course. So I remember that is the second attempt, especially for those people who feel that no, that's not the correct age to learn English. No, it doesn't happen like that. So now to be very precise answer to your question, when did I learn English? 2 times. First at the age of 29, second at the age of 37, 3 months ago. That's it. But last 3 years, one of the key reasons I could able to acquire this language effectively because of the volume of this language, amount of videos I make, amount of live webinars I do. So the reason I shared this with you, because in case if someone's sitting here who say, Praveen, I belong to that kind of culture, this kind of history and that and all. If with this background, if I can speak in English, anyone on the planet Earth can speak in English. We have taken exactly 27 minutes for that to understand, to make you feel that it's just a language. Anyone can speak in this language fearlessly and fluently. But how? Mindset is required. Of course, I'm not dismissing the importance of skill set. I'm not at all saying that you're standing at the edge of the swimming pool and feeling that, yes, I have a very strong mindset. I will swim. I will swim. Of course, you have to learn how to swim. But mindset is equally important. Let's understand the mindset part. 5 mindset required for you to speak in this language. Let's take one by one. One of the biggest mental barrier we have, which stops us from speaking in this language fearlessly and fluently, is this thought in your mind that if I speak in English, what if I make mistake? If I speak in English, right? That's a number one barrier even I had when I was in Sipla, inside that conference room, or even when I'm speaking, what if I make a mistake? Right? And my mindset now here is that it's a language. Forget English. I expecting from myself that I will speak in 100% correct language or 100% mistake free language. Forget in English, it's not possible even in my mother tongue. Even if I speak in Marathi, if I speak in Hindi, there will be a chance of I doing some kind of mistake. Mistake in grammar, mistake in pronunciation, or fumbling over the word is absolutely okay. It's just a language. What's wrong with that? Language is not something which is given to us by Mother Nature, by the way. It's created by human being, and it's a very complex component. Language is very complex. Even Homo sapiens, we have not invented it. Homo erectus invented it millions of years ago. Homo erectus were the most powerful species on this planet Earth. They were there for 2 millions. We are just for last 50,000 years. So very powerful. They invented languages, and then of course got evolved, and now we have more than 6,000 languages on this planet Earth, out of which the most commonly used is English. But we expecting this such a complex thing, doing it 100% correctly is absolutely incorrect. There has to be an error which is acceptable. It is acceptable. You have to accept it. But that's not the culture of our country. I remember going to Vipassana for 10 days. In case if you are not aware about Vipassana, it's a simple meditation which Gautam Buddha used to teach 2500 years ago. So there are lots of Vipassana meditation centers across the world. When you go there, you learn. So for 10 days, you are not allowed to speak and you have to keep your gadgets and everything locked. So just before Vipassana, I put one video on my channel, came back after 10 days, and I saw one video got more than 500 comments. I said, what is so special in this video? So I saw the title of the video. The title of the video was that why I've decided to learn meditation. Right? What made me to go 10 days from my life and learn meditation? That was the video. And I started that video like this, that one of my friends suggested me. There was a line in that video that one of my friends suggested me. Instead of saying one of my friends, I said one of my friend. One gentleman in the comment. I don't know how much time he has in his life. Mr. Praveen Vadalkar. At this point of time in this video, at duration tuck tuck tuck, 20, no, whatever the duration is, you said one of my friend inverted comma. It should be one of my friends. I said, okay. And then lots of people commenting down. First you should learn English, and first you should learn public speaking, then you should teach. What's wrong with you guys? It's just a small mistake. As long as you have understood, what is the logic of you expecting from me to speak in 100% correct language? What is the logic of you expecting from anyone to speak in any language 100% correctly? Let me ask this in the poll. Do you feel it's a fair expectation? If you say no, Praveen, click on A. If it is unfair expectation, click on A. Click on B, no, Praveen. We have to speak 100% correct in English. Right? We have to speak. Right? A or B, A or B, A or B, A or B. Okay, let me end the poll. And let me share the results. 83% people say Praveen A and 17% people say Praveen B. So 17% people understand one very simple thing. The beauty of technology is in just few seconds, I could able to seek opinion from the audience, right? Understand where the majority is thinking, how majority of people think. So if you're among those people who said, Praveen, I speak in 100% correct language, please do that, but don't expect from others. My humble request. There's no logic of you expecting from others, because the very application of language is just to express, not necessarily it has to be 100% correct. I'm not at all dismissing the importance of learning grammar, this and that. I'm not denying that. I'm not saying that you speaking in and doing so many mistakes in your talk that your quality of language is taking the attention away from the content. I'm not saying that also. But if you are doing minor mistakes, example, let me show you, especially for those people who are 13%. Let's say example. Imagine here that you have this one word called entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneurship. Word entrepreneurship. And you stand and you pick one person from each region from from our country. Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. Take someone from Bengal also. Take someone from Delhi also. Make them stand in front of you. Make them stand in front of you. Then blindfold yourself. Blindfold yourself. Right? And ask everyone to pronounce this word, entrepreneurship. 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 You will heard several versions of this word. But if you carefully listen, the way they are pronouncing it, it might help you to identify their region too. That's the beauty of this country. Every culture, every region has their own lingo. They speak differently. Gujarati speak differently. Maharashtra speak differently. Punjabi speak differently. But my whole point is that difference in pronunciation should not be considered as deficit. Because moment we say it's a deficit, it means it's a mistake. If I'm not pronouncing entrepreneurship the way it has to be pronounced, that doesn't mean it's a deficit, it's a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's just a simple difference. As long as you have understood, it's all done. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first mindset I have that in this last 34 minutes, if I extract this video and give it to some English expert, there might some mistakes in that, but that's absolutely okay. As long as I am able to convey what I want to convey, it's all done. The purpose is solved. So make sure you take efforts to improve your language, but unless and until you don't have that mindset, yeah, like in other languages, I do mistake here also, I will do mistakes, no problem in that. That should not stop me from speaking in English. Let's move forward. Let's ask yourself why. The first mindset is mistake. Write it down in case if you let me ask this question, by the way. How many of you are sitting with a notebook and pen? Click on A. Praveen, yes, I have a notebook and pen in front of me. Click on A. Click on B. No, Praveen, I don't have a notebook and pen. A, if you have. B, if you don't have. A, if you have. B, if you don't have. Okay. Let me end the poll and let me share the results. The house is fairly divided, 50-50% almost. Okay, great. 52% people. If you have, good, congratulations. Make sure, write down the word mistake. Those who do not have, take some mental notes. Do not worry about that. But remember the word mistake. Let's move forward. Ask yourself, why? Why, if a child speaking in Gujarati doing the mistake, we don't do anything. But moment the child is speaking in English, doing a mistake, we correct it. Why? Why we do that? Why we are so sensitive? That will help us to understand the second mindset. For that, let's understand. Imagine for a moment, you are sitting in that flight, right? And you're sitting and your hostess is started serving the food. And you are waiting for your number. From the corner of your eyes, you're looking towards the air hostess when she is going to come. But you also notice that air hostess is asking everyone, would you like to take something? What would you like to take? Would you like to take something? And she's speaking, would you like to take? And she comes close to you in your row. And there is someone sitting next to you. She looks towards that person and she said, would you like to take something? And after that, she looks towards you, top to bottom, bottom to top. And she says, Sir, aap kuch loge? And suddenly you feel that why she had changed her language. Am I not projecting that image? Even I can speak in English. Why? Let me launch a poll. Tell me how many of you will slightly feel awkward if she changes the language. Click on A. Yeah, Praveen, even I will slightly feel awkward, Praveen, that if suddenly she's changing to her mother tongue or whichever language. Click on A, click on B. If not, A or B, A or B, A or B. Okay, let me end the poll and let me share the results with you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, almost 89% people, that is 9 out of 10. Why? Why? How can one language will make you comfortable or uncomfortable? How one language is making you feel awkward? And the reason because we have associated this language with our image, which is such a bizarre thing which we have done. There are lots of countries when they are not able to speak in English, they don't feel bad. Here in our country, if someone is not able to speak in English, we ridicule that person, we belittle that person, or you yourself will feel inferior. My mother herself, my dream is only to speak in English. I said, what you will do with that language? There is no one in your life with whom you can speak in English. What you will do? Why this obsession of this English? So we have, if I speak in English, it means it's good for my image. It's just a language. How you have done that? How can we think like this? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's very important for you to understand why. See, life is not about what. Life is all about why. And the answer of why has to come from inside, not from outside always. So then I started thinking about it, why people are so sensitive about the image, right? I can understand that people are sensitive about the mistakes because if I do a mistake, it's bad for my image. I understand that, got the answer. But why I'm so sensitive, why I've associated image with this? So there's lots of logical answers or theories or explanation. One is, of course, when Britishers came here, during that British time, if any Indian, if speaking in English, Britishers must be giving them respect. Because you go to China, speak in Chinese, you will get respect. You go to Germany, speak in German, you get respect by default. That's a human psychology, that you can speak in my language. And then other people started observing that if you speak in English, you get respect. You speak in English, you get respect. Now, Britishers were not there for a few days here for holidays. They were there for decades and centuries. So when one thing happens in one country for such a long time, that becomes the culture of that country. So that becomes the culture of our country. That if you speak in English, you get respect. It's good for your image. You can't change the culture, by the way. You can't change the culture. Say example, one culture of this world is if you're a boy, you grow hairs. If you're a girl, if you're a boy, you cut hairs. If you're a girl, grow hairs. That's a culture. You can't change it, right? It's difficult to change. But there is a difference between accepting the culture and following the culture. The, the mindset I have that, yes, I understand this, that this is the language in this country. If I speak, if you speak, people will look towards you with some degree of respect, but I don't have to follow this. It means when I speak in English, or if you speak in English with me, I will say it is nothing to do with the image, boss. What are you speaking? That is more important. At the same time, what other things you are doing in your life, even that will help us to understand, or what other things I am doing in my life, that should decide whether I really deserve respect or not. Just not one language. Just because one can speak in English, that doesn't mean one should get respect. It's just a language. So there another thing which really responsible for this bizarre culture of our country, that if you speak in good English, you're good for your image, is Bollywood. Bollywood has played such a vital role, such a vital role. You might have heard this kind of songs. I can talk English, I can walk English, I can run English, because English is a very funny language. So much of importance given, so much of emphasis given to this language. Right? If you listen, if you watch old Bollywood movies, 70s and 80s, it's like you speak in Hindi movies. One dialogue on Hindi, मैं कहता हूँ चले जाओ यहाँ से. And just to add power, I said, get out. Arre? So we started feeling that English is powerful. English is the image. Right? मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ. I love you. Arre, you have other person is understanding Hindi. What is the logic of adding? I remember one day my mom was so happy. I was 8 years, 9 years old. So happy. And I noticed that happiness, the smile on her face. I said, what happened, mama? And in those days, something happened. My father had a very little fight with someone, a little senior, and my mama said, "Your father said, father had a little fight with someone, and he said to that senior, 'Shut up.'" Now, whole reason behind that happiness was my father used the English word. Can you imagine the impact on the child's mind about this language? Acha, English. So that's how we have developed the culture, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we have developed the culture. This is the culture, but you accept it, but do not follow it. The mindset should be accept it. You can't change the culture, but you should not follow it. I accept that if I'm a boy, I have to cut the hair. I don't follow it. I have the longest hair in my family, longer than my wife and my mother. But I accept it. I don't try to change it. I accept it. Yeah, it's okay. Clear? The second mindset which you have to develop, that whether you speak in good English or bad English, it has nothing to do with your image. There are multiple things which you have to do in your life if you really want to build your strong image on this planet Earth, just not your ability to speak in English. Right? Let's move forward. Now, another thing which I want to, that mindset which will help you to understand, many of us, we feel that the problem here is, Praveen, you know what? The root cause here is Britishers came in India and they gave this foreign language to us. Right? It's a foreign language. Tell me how many of you think like this? Click on A. Yeah, Praveen, it's a foreign language. Click on A. Click on B. No, Praveen. I don't think so. That's a problem. A is a foreign language. That's a problem, Praveen. And it's a foreign language. B, no, it's not a foreign language. A or B? A or B? A or B? Okay, let me end the poll. And let me share the results. 56% people, they say Praveen, yes. And 45% people, they say Praveen, no. Let's understand this. Understand, many of us, we have this belief and notion in our mind because we have been told like this, that Britishers came to India. I understand. There are around 200 countries, right? 195 or plus minus here and there. Around, just take for the example, 200 countries on this planet Earth. There were only 22 countries, they were not invaded by Britishers. Otherwise, they invaded all the countries. 90% countries on this planet Earth were invaded by Britishers. So we are not special. First thing, understand. We are not special. We are not different. Correct? You have to understand this. There is a reason why we are the second largest consumer of this language, India. There is a reason why that the bilateral international trade, when two countries they do trade, they have to use English. There is a reason why more than 50% people on this country, on this planet Earth, they use English. Or there is a reason why even among those 22 countries never invaded by Britishers, few of them still invited Britishers to adopt English in their culture. There's a reason behind that. Let's understand that reason. Even when the Britishers were there, educational reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Rao, who played a vital role in developing the infrastructure in India for education. Raja Ram Mohan Rao, even in that at that point of time, when all the Indian education was in Sanskrit, he was the first person raising and behind the system and the authorities that please adopt English in Indian education. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for us to stay updated and abreast because world was changing. In all the areas of education like science, biology, chemistry, so many developments were happening. It was very difficult for Indian students to learn all that and adopt all that in Sanskrit. So he was the person who played a pivotal role in starting the first college in India, where there were two languages, Sanskrit and English. So the very reason why this language is so commonly used is because of the simplicity of this language. See, anything which is commonly used, the first thing which it has to match is the simplicity. We use only those things which are simple. So can't you understand that if 50% people on this planet Earth using this language, the reason behind this, out of 6,000 language, if 50% people on the planet Earth have decided to use this language, there has to be a reason behind that. And the first reason is simplicity. We like only simple things. But if you have image, if you have all this burden of mindset which we have created, we have made this language difficult. But if you see this language, the essence of this language is so simple, so beautiful, so easy to speak, if you learn it correctly. So it's not a foreign language. It's a simple language. Why don't we think like this? And we should, I think, that we have not taken birth in any city, region, or in country. Rather, we have taken birth on planet Earth. So sometimes as a traveler, I feel that what a bizarre way of living life, that you come on this planet Earth and you don't even visit the Earth. And we are not going to come back again here, right? I doubt we will come back, revisit the planet again. So we come on the Earth and then we have this mindset, no, let's not go from out of our country, let's be seated. Hurry, we have not taken birth in one country, we have taken birth on planet Earth. It's a simple language humanity has decided, let's use this language. It's not a foreign language. The problem, if you think is a foreign language from a mindset point of view, is this: do you love your child or your neighbor's child? Moment something is foreign, it's not yours, you can't love it. You have that sense of alienation, sense of not mine. How can you embrace? On one hand, you are saying that this is a language which is required for me to express and grow in my life. On the other hand, it's a foreign language. Never develop that mindset. So the other mindset which I want you to develop is write down this word called foreign. I know, foreign. It's not a foreign language. Mistake, absolutely okay. It's just a language. I have to. Image, come on, it's a language. The language will not decide my image. No, it's not a foreign language. It's a language, like any other language. Let's move forward. What is the fourth mindset you should develop? The fourth mindset is that many of us, especially those who are in the infancy stage of their career, middle of the career, or top of the career, when they feel, they always have this deep notion that they want to improve or they have to improve. As I told you at the start of my this live webinar, even I had that notion, I had this problem that I had to improve. But many of us, we don't take the decision of learning it. Why? Just not English. Why? Any other skill. I remember I conducting a workshop for one group of one very senior executives for one multinational company on public speaking. And I asked them, okay, how many of you have learned public speaking, formal education on public speaking you have taken before this? And they said, no, hardly one or two people, they've said yes. And more than 90% people said, Praveen, no, we have never taken that. I said, okay. I said, how many of you agree that public speaking is very important for you to learn to grow? He said, yes, of course, it is important, everyone. So I said, then are you waiting for last so many years for your company to organize this conference or this workshop? What is the logic, ladies and gentlemen, when we know that certain things are important, but we still don't invest time, energy, money, resources to learn that? Why? That's the mindset we have. Even I had that same mindset. Right? The mindset is all the time, energy, money, resources, and education has to be done in school and college. That's it. Moment you are out of school and college, then why to invest money? The time has come to reap the benefits of it. That's the conditioning. Since childhood, my parents only said that was complete your education, start earning. That's the conditioning we have. But you have to realize this, that one of the key reasons why we invested so much of time in our school, maybe 20, 21 years, to learn something which was absolutely bizarre to learn. Like, who learns sine theta and cos theta? What I'm doing with that cos sine theta and cos theta at this point of time as an IT guy? Nothing, right? Or in pharmacy, I learn how to inject adrenaline in frogs to see the impact of that chemical on frog's heart. What I'm doing with that skill right now at this point of time? Nothing. So those 20, 21 years, we learn one skill only. How to learn, even if you're not interested to learn. Because that skill only will help you to grow in your life, because in the school of life, ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to grow, then the only way is having this attitude that no matter, even if you're a CEO of one company, you have to be a student. You have to be a student. You have to learn like a student those skills which you have not learned yet. So write down the fourth mindset is attitude. Your attitude towards, because this is, it's your attitude only which is stopping you from learning English. You think that, okay, what people will think, or what, this is not the right time to learn English, and I will, no, by speaking only I will learn. No, you have to learn it properly. Then the last one, the last mindset. This mindset is very important for us to internalize, and you have to inculcate this. Many of us want to speak in English fluently. It was my dream also. I'm still pursuing that dream. Like any other skill, there is no end. If I ask, in case if I may, to Lata Mangeshkar, she will still, she will say, I'm still practicing. That's how you look towards any skill. But many of us, we want to improve our fluency. But the way we look towards fluency, we have to change. Many of us, when we look towards fluency, we see the flow of the language, right? We feel that if my language is strong, it means I'm fluent, right? And for that, then you start building your vocabulary bank, and then you build that small notebook. You write down all the difficult words from the words from the world in that, and then one day you feel that, okay, I know the meaning of these words, but I'm not using in my communication. I'm not a very big fan of using difficult words. Why? Because I respect communication, and when we speak, it's your responsibility to speak in such a way that people understand. If I'm using difficult words, and if those words are not there in others' vocabulary, there is a high chances of them misunderstanding me. So even if I use the difficult words, example, if I say, I don't want to be a disrespectful or impudent about it. So what I do, I use one simple word along with that difficult word. I don't want to be disrespectful or impudent. So you of course you have to have a word disrespectful in your dictionary, impudence. But because I've used this word, you said okay, impudence is there. It means plus minus the same. Or let me decode this. Let me decipher this. So decode is a simple word. Decipher, you maybe you don't have in your dictionary. So in case those people who have a habit of using difficult words, my humble request, make sure that you also use the simple word for people like us who do not have a very strong vocabulary. Right? Number one. But vocabulary is not the solution of for fluency. The solution for fluency, two things. Let's understand from a skill set point of view. One of the easiest way to become fluent in this language is to improve your phrase bank. There's something called phraseology. Phraseology is nothing but you watch movies or you read something and you like certain phrases which is matching your personality. Example, I was watching something and there was a phrase, milk it for a maximum worth. Milk it for its maximum worth. I just love that phrase. I love it. Moment you love it, it's done. It's like it's in your memory, but still write it down. It's better to have a short pencil than a long memory, isn't it? So write it down. Make your own vocabulary bank. Maybe you write in your diary. I write in small sheet and then I have a vocabulary bowl, a phraseology bowl and put in that. And then occasionally, maybe if possible every day, just read it. It matter of 10 to 15 minutes of exercise. But you are adding phrases in your bank. But that skill set, we are here for mindset. What should be the mindset? Understand that of fluency. We use English only at workplace. We don't use English at home, very rarely, right? At workplace, the situation is always difficult. Imagine if in this cabin, if someone comes, that person will speak in English by default because we have that invisible button in India. When you inside the conference room, you have to speak in English. You have to press that button and your language changes. But at workplace, situation is slightly always critical or stressful, not as stress-free like at home, right? Number one. Number two, at workplace, content which you want to share is always fresh, new, complex, unstructured. Now, when you speak, many times you are not fluent at workplace and you feel that the reason I am not fluent here because of my language issue, because I'm not good in English, but not necessary. Sometimes you're not fluent because your thoughts are not fluent. You're not clear here. Your organization of thoughts are not clear. So and in case if you feel that Praveen, I'm fluently, just shift to some other language which is acceptable language at that point of time. Just speak to some other language and you will feel that maybe so maybe your state of mind is not correct that point of time, or of time, not necessarily language is a solution this time in fluency. Understand and everyone on the planet Earth who speaks, who have a native English language must be fluent. No, not necessarily they're fluent every time. Not necessary. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sirs and madams, the last mindset which we have to understand is fluency. That fluency is just not about language. Fluency is all about fluency of thoughts too. So if you carefully see this mistake, that it's okay. It's a mistake. It's absolutely okay. Well, I will do a mistake. Image, my language will not decide my image. It's not a foreign language. Yes, no matter who I am, I will learn this language if I'm not fearless and fluent. And I will learn this language, but to speak fluently, I have to also work on my content, my thoughts, my ideas. If you carefully see two things. One, the first letter of all, MIFAF, that is, am I fearless and fluent? First. And second, if you carefully see your watch, it's 2 p.m. You've taken 1 hour, ladies and gentlemen. Public speaking is all about starting on time and finishing on time. Now I have this $1,000,000 question for those people who say, Praveen, we want to know the strategy now. What is the strategy which will help us to learn this language in such a way so even we can speak in this language fearlessly and fluently? I'm hungry and thirsty to know that. Click on A, Praveen. Yes, I'm hungry and thirsty to know, want to learn, want to grow in my life. Click on A. Click on B if you know, Praveen, I'm not interested in learning this language. I don't want to grow. Click on B. A if you're interested. B if you're not. A or B. A or B. Okay. So 98% people, they say Praveen A, and 2% people, they say Praveen B. So 98% people, let's move forward. What is the strategy? We have a community, a very closed community. It's called Fearless and Fluent English Community. We have around 1,000 members in the community now. Everyone has invested time, energy, money, resources to enter into this community with only one goal, that they want to speak in this language and grow in their life. What is the strategy? Understand that first. First, like any other skill, we have to learn even English layer by layer. You cannot learn as a whole. You have to learn layer by layer. Let's understand what are the 4 critical layers of English. And then I have 4 different mentors who will help you to develop and build that particular layer. But first understand, what is the first layer? The first layer is that how you can speak in English subconsciously, just like the way you speak in your mother tongue. Even before going to school, you started speaking in your mother tongue. You never learned that language. You started speaking subconsciously. So you have to understand that before you learn this language, you have to acquire this language. There is something called learning acquisition device. Only human has that. And to activate that, there are several listening activities. I must tell you, if you activate that, if you learn how to acquire this language subconsciously, then this whole idea of you converting from your own mother tongue to English and all this will disappear. It doesn't happen like that in real world. In reality, you have to speak fluently subconsciously, the way you drive your car subconsciously. For that, we have a very expert, the person who is expert in this area of English, Survey. She has a good experience in training people how to develop that mindset that you don't have to think twice that you are speaking in English. If you are thinking that you are speaking in English, it means you are not speaking subconsciously. So ladies and gentlemen, first thing what you have to do, you have to build your foundation for spoken English. If the foundation is weak, it's difficult. How you will get access to her knowledge? Don't worry about that. We have a hybrid model where you can learn online also, live also. Don't worry about the model. First, understand the concept, strategy. The second layer is, which we wanted, spotless, accurate. It's like we don't even expect a single dot on that white cream, isn't it? Same with grammar. We want, most of us, we want accurate grammar. The problem with grammar is, ladies and gentlemen, in case if you're not good in grammar, it's okay if you're speaking in a normal condition with friends and maybe in front of your colleagues, but moment you speak in front of superior or difficult situation, then in case if your grammar is not clear, if your fundas of grammars are, if it's not clear, it will stop you from speaking in difficult situation, because you have that doubt in your mind, what if I do a mistake? Which, as I told you, that's a culture. The person is expecting from you to speak in 100% correct language. You can't change the culture. So you have to clear the doubts, and you have to clear the all the grammar. How you will do that? That you will learn. I will tell you that. First, the layer 2 is grammar. Now she's almost 14 years of experience training people, helping people to improve English, and her expertise is helping traditional and modern grammar. And she believes that a cake looks pretty only if the creamy layer is spotless, isn't it? So you have to make your English flawless, spotless. The third layer is the layer of phraseology, the layer of fluency. Understand, if you're not speaking fluently, then you will not feel satisfied. You want to use this language like your mother tongue, isn't it? For that, I have Karishma, almost 8 years of experience, and she's a polyglot. She can speak in French. She can speak in Spanish. Polyglot means those who can speak in more than 3 languages, not like Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, like proper 3 different languages, and learned and build conversation in that, just not understand. So she will help you to build. One thing which I like about Karishma, her understanding about English, she also believes that everyone has its own style of speaking. It's very important for you to identify that language style. I have my own style, you have your own style. So you have to add your own flavor. So Karishma is all about fluency. And the last layer, the layer which we cannot escape, the layer of cherries and berries. No matter how much food we have in the plate, we always need that achar, isn't it? We always need that pickle. So the last layer is cherries and berries. What do you mean by that? We always want to add that flavor, that class in our language. So people should feel that, okay, oh my God, he's or she speaks very well. For that, we have a very experienced trainer from the industry. She has played or invested a lot of time in corporate. She was a top leader in the corporate and then decided to come out and started training people on business communication. She will teach you how to add those cherries and berries. It's just like as a baker decorates a cake, let cherries and berries learning decorate your English. So ladies and gentlemen, the way we build cake, the way we make cake layer by layer, you have to learn English layer by layer. And the beauty is, for each layer, we have a dedicated mentor, passionate mentor. The way we look towards English is completely different. We want this country to come out from this problem of English. Now, what is the strategy and what is the cost? Understand that also. The strategy. We have 3 things. First, you get access to the library, right? The lab, where you have more than 25 hours of online courses. You get mobile application, Android application, web version, everything. Number 1. Number 2, now what is the content and all? I will show you. I will tell you the entire thing, but just I'm giving you the broad strategy. So at your own convenience, you learn. How to learn, I will tell you that also. Number 1. Number 2, you also have access to the lab. Lab means is a close private Facebook group, and very carefully using the word lab so you can experiment. There will be lots of activities. You can perform all those speaking activities, listening activities in the close conducive atmosphere. So you do not have to worry that people are watching me. No, no one is watching there. It's a closed group. So you have a private group where you can privately practice. If you are learning, if you are practicing, you will have doubts. So every week, 7 p.m., every week, 7 p.m., 90 minutes, you will find my trainer, one trainer, all 4 trainers are expert in English. Every week, 7 p.m., 9 p.m., or 7 p.m., they will come for 90 minutes and 2 objectives. First, clear your doubts. Whatever doubts you have, first clear. And second, add more in education. So if Karishma is coming, she will talk more about fluency. If Charu is coming, she will talk more about grammar. Surabhi, more about mindset, subconsciousness. Sashikala madam, more about adding flavor into your language. So your doubts clear plus additional knowledge every week. So in a month, 4 live session. Now the $1,000,000 question, Ravi. Everything is okay, but what is the cost? So the cost, because there are four different trainers, the cost is 999 per year. But I know the culture of this country or rather world is if you're doing a live webinar, you have to give the discount. So I don't want to challenge that culture. I will give discount. So all those people who said, Praveen, yes, it's good. I will take a decision. I will think about it and all that. 4,999 per year. But those people who say, Praveen, no, I'm serious. Then I'm giving discount, which is the best discount. I can't go below this. There are four trainers. But I'm not only giving discount on money, I'm giving discount something which is more important than money, which is time, but only for 20 minutes. I'm going, give me a second. I'm going to open the discount. What do you mean by that? The link which we have is disabled for discount. So let me first enable the link. Let me show that to you. I will share the same link which I am pasting. So right now, if I show that link to you, but meanwhile, keep your debit card, credit card out because this offer is only for 20 minutes. So right now it's showing 4,999. So let me enable the discount and then I will share the link with you. Meanwhile, be ready. Serious people, 20 minutes enough to take the decision and enter and learn the number one thing which is required for you to grow in your life, which is English. So let me go, let me disable or enable the discount. Meanwhile, if you have any doubt, any question, let me answer some basic doubts. Yes, the certificate will be available. A recording certificate will be available. The recording, in case if you miss the live session, the recording will be available. In case if you miss the live session. Which live session you're talking about? 7 p.m. live session every week. In case if you say, Praveen, I miss it, what to do? Do not worry. You will get the recording. Okay. Now let me share the link. I'm sharing 2 links with you. One link is the direct link. You say, Praveen, I'm done. I'm ready. I want to learn this language. Then just click on the link which is given, the direct link. Or you say, Praveen, I want to learn more about this. Then just go to ffunglish.in. You will find each trainer, what she's going to cover, everything is there. So I will show both the links to you, but let me paste also where if you are, in case if you are watching me outside, I am pasting it and I'm, yeah, the link is pasted in the chat. Make sure I'm going to pin this link on the top. So in case if you're watching me, just see, if you're watching me on YouTube, just see the top of the chat. I have just pinned this, or go to ffunglish.in. Go there, you will find. Okay, let's see the content of the library. What is the content of the library? See, now it's showing 1,999 instead of 4,999. What is the content of the library, right? The library you can access from lab. At the same time, you can access the library even from library you can access from Android phone, iOS phone, web version, all 3, right? Content. Go to course content here. The link which I have given to you, or you just observe what I am showing it to you. Go to course content, and then there are 4 folders, 4 sections in the library. First section belongs to Surbhi Jain. As I told you, she's all about building your strong base. First is a foundation course. Now, those people are in the process of entering. The second question will come in their mind after the payment. What next? So the next is start completing the foundation course. So you complete the foundation course first, followed by these are the several exercises, how to improve your pronunciation, mouth exercises, how to remove the speech fillers. These are the several exercises Surbhi will give and educate you to speak subconsciously. Number one. Number two, Charu. Again, the first is the foundation course, 3 hours on grammar. The time has come in case if the grammar is stopping you, complete these 3 hours, at least you will get your grammar doubts clear. And then you go deep. Would have, could have, should have, all model verb, basic, all that grammar, get it clear once. And then start applying it. Then Karishma. Again, phraseology, the first. 3 hours of foundation course on phraseology, that is how to build fluency. And then other thing. Same with Sashikala madam, right? You have first course of 3 hours, and then followed by various things on improving the elegance of your language. Now, almost 25 hours of content from 4 very passionate trainers on English. Apart from that, course, sir, course duration, as I told you, online courses, we have around at this point of time, 25 hours, as I told you, and I'm giving you lifelong. This is the language I strongly recommend. The reason I'm giving you lifelong because in case if you are busy at this point of time, whenever you want to start, but 1,999, I cannot keep it for a long period of time, right? So I'm giving lifelong. This is the skill which you have to learn and master if you really want to grow. So don't look towards this skill like I will learn it for 2 months, 3 months, and then leave it. No, keep it in your life. Keep practicing it. You will grow in your life. Any other question? Let me show you the Facebook group too. What do you mean by that? Facebook group, that is the close private Facebook group. So you can understand. Okay. So let me show you the private group. Here is the private group. Almost 1,000 members, as I told you. Now, what people are doing here? You should go here. Popular topics in this group. For every topic, we have hashtags. For example, I take shadowing. Almost 500 videos on shadowing. What is shadowing? Shadowing is one activity which one trainer has recommended to achieve something. Right? So why people are making videos like this? There has to be a reason behind that. Or if you see mouth exercises, why people are making exercises, say mouth exercises, speed reading, all these are several activities which the trainer has recommended. So you practice along with like-minded people. And yesterday we have launched a very good, now Karishma has launched a very good activity which will solve a #1 issue. The #1 issue, or one of the biggest issues in English, is with whom I should speak. So we have launched Practice Buddy, right? Once you become a part of FFE, you will understand how to use Practice Buddy initiative from FFE to find a buddy with whom you can speak in English, which will solve your problem. So within our capacity, we 5 passionate people are trying our best, not only give quality education to you, at the same time, ensuring that we are keeping it creative and innovative so it becomes interesting for you. So you have a proper mobile application, you have a proper closed group. At the same time, you have proper team, passionate people working hard for this. Any question, any doubt, then I have to start the timer. Any question, any doubt? Okay. Let me start the timer now. Those people who have already entered, I will tell you what next to do. 20 minutes timer, please, sorry. Okay, I've started 20 minutes timer, ladies and gentlemen. In 20 minutes, I'm going to close this session. At the same time, in 20 minutes, I'm going to close the offer too. If 1,999 is not checking your financial stability, I must tell you, this is the best way to improve your English. Why? Because there are 4 different trainers. And what will be my role? Let me tell you that also. For that, you might have to go on ffenglish.in, the same link which I have given to you. There you will understand what is my role. Are we going to meet Praveen? What will be your role in helping us to speak speak in English fearlessly and fluently. Okay, let me go. Or you can go ffenglish.in. FF means fearless and fluent. Go there. See. You can go here and you get two things here. First, you go down, 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 and you want to go deep about one trainer, about the trainer, what session she has in the library, what you are going to learn in this particular layer, when she is going to go live, everything about that particular trainer, everything you will find here. Correct? So about each trainer, you take your time. We have 18 minutes, 41 seconds. Do not worry about that. Other thing, let me show you the very quick glimpse of my trainers so you will understand about them very quick, 90-second only. Let me play this.
English is no more our second language.
I said put all the words that you want to learn in cover number 1. Right? So which means you have to
take she's talking about activity now.
Slips of paper like this and write the word and write the meaning at the back.
If you want to improve your pronunciation, you have to be aware of the rules of stressing. So first you should know what syllables are. Then you must know how many syllables in a particular word are there.
That is exactly what phraseology will help you to do. Helping you to build a sentence bank. We don't run out of sentence.
English is like any other skill. Language is just like any other skill.
You can just clap. Beautiful. If we pronounce this word, it is beautiful. It means it has 3 syllables.
Because we are going to learn a sentence that is already built, grammatically correct sentence that is well built. And we are just going to produce the sentence.
So these techniques which we are going to discuss today are tried and tested. Not on animals, not on rats, not on rabbits, but on this living human being which is sitting in front of you.
So if you have carefully observed, if you have, you might have seen is a blend of knowledge and actual techniques and methods. I don't know how many of you ever how to count the syllables, like beautiful. The claps, 3 claps, it means 3 syllables. Now, these small things, critical things will help you to improve your pronunciation, confidence in English. This is exactly how we learn skills. Go down here, and then in case if you want to download the app, which I will ask you to download, especially those people who have already entered, go down here and you can download the app from here too, Android app, iOS app, and web version. Now, here is something which I want to give you as bonus. And when I say bonus, I'm very respectfully using this word. The bonus is, as a student of communication, I think that it's my responsibility to raise awareness about many things. So I have a community for public speaking. I have around 28,000 students there. I've started a community for English. Now we have 1,000 students there. I have also about to start the community for health. I have 8 trainers who are expert in training people on health. So I think it's a matter of few days, maybe end of the next or this month, and we are launching that community too. But I love to meet all these people because it doesn't matter whether you're learning public speaking, English, or health. It's your responsibility to learn how to live a fearless life. And all the people I meet 7 p.m. So if you're a part of Fearless and Fluent community, even you will be a part of that community too, where I meet and I talk about the mindset which is required to grow in our life. There is a reason, ladies and gentlemen, this boy who's sitting in front of you, who's a son of an auto rickshaw driver, or failed in 9th standard, reached TEDx stage 9 times, or could able to build this company, whatever out of in last 10 years, I could able to generate, or generate out, I could able to start 5 companies, 3 completely collapsed, but 2 are doing good. So there's a reason why I have reached here. And one of the key reason is the way I look towards life, the growth mindset. So whatever I have learned, which is helping me to grow, I share that in this growth mindset session. So make sure, be a part of that. But even though it's a paid, but I'm giving you absolutely free, only if you enter in next 14 minutes, 25 seconds. only for those people. Afterwards, you cannot enter into this community. And you say, Praveen, I've never heard about you and all that. If you can just simply watch the simple video, that might give you a little glimpse about my life. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sirs and madams, those who have send the link on WhatsApp. Prakhar, the links are there in front of you, or go to ffunglish.in. There are thousands of people on WhatsApp, but I respect those people who are live right now. So there is a reason why I don't share just like this. I want you to spend time with me, and after spending time with me, then buy whatever I am selling. And I respect the word selling too. Right? Love that word selling. I don't educate to sell, I sell to educate. What do you mean by that? It means I want to sell this to you because I want to educate you. You can educate me on anything if you want to, but I want to educate you at least on this particular language. I have suffered a lot. I see so many people are suffering in their life just because they are not able to express. So this is an amazing opportunity you have in just next 13 minutes, 14 seconds. If 1999 is not shaking your financial stability, ladies and gentlemen, just move on. Take your debit card, credit card out and move on. Sarthak, it's your call. Right? It's you decide that. That's you. The only reason why I spend time with them first you that understand that what is the strategy. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, any question, any doubt, any doubt, please let me know. Which day you come live? Okay. Tuesday 7 p.m. I come live, and Wednesday 7 p.m. my trainers will come live. Right? Tuesday 7 p.m. Okay. Uh, 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 okay. Certificates, I will tell you. I'm not denying the importance of certificate. You will get certificate, but it's not about just earning certificates. It's all about not getting certificate from this kind of courses. You start your e-learning business, even you can issue certificate. I'm not denying the importance of certificate, but it's all about earning certificates in life. So certificates you will get, don't worry. But certificates should not be the reason to enter into FFE. The reason should be, yes, I want to learn. I want to get rid of this language issue in my life. So if 1999 you say, Praveen, it's okay. It's not something which is a very big amount for me, because I'm doing a free live webinar, by the way. It's not a webinar where you have invested something. So when you invest, imagine that you are investing 1,000 rupees. Then I can understand your appetite, but it's a free live webinar. So I have no idea. I respect that. I'm still a son of auto rickshaw driver. I respect that 1999 too. But I know there are many people sitting here. 1999 not is a big deal. And still you are not entering. Then it's a big loss for you. Course duration and time details. So I told you the course duration is 25 hours right now. At this point of time, you have 25 hours of content inside the course, and every week trainers are coming live throughout the life. So don't consider this course as any other course. Make sure you are taking this course separately, differently, because language is something which you have to learn throughout your life. But even if you spend 3 months, 4 months, 5 months significantly, passionately, then it will help. How much time we have? 10 minutes, 28 seconds, then we are closing this. Any doubts? Any doubts? Do let me know. All those people who have entered, make sure you download the app. Let me show you how to download the app. 1 minute. You can go to ffunglish.in also, or you can download the app by the link which I'm sharing with you right now. 1 minute. I've shared the link in the chat. Listen very carefully now. 3 links I have shared. First, the Android app. Second, the iOS app. Third, the web logging. Download the app. And when you are downloading the iOS app, it will ask for ORG code. Make sure you are putting the ORG code WECRU. WECRU is the ORG code. Put it. If you are using the web login, it will also ask for the ORG code, same ORG code. It's a very well built high tech app with the chat module. Right? So you can also send it, you can chat. So where is the link, sir? Okay. The payment link is there in your chat. Okay. Any question? 9 minutes left. If any question, any doubts, do let me know. Do let me know. In case if you're watching me on Facebook or YouTube, you can go to ffunglish.in. You will find the offer there for next 8 minutes, 42 seconds. Okay. Kazi, it's Tuesday. Tuesday, 7 p.m. See, it's not for those people who have absolute zero knowledge about English. Absolute zero knowledge. You say, Praveen, I have zero knowledge about English. Right? The whole idea is to help you. You have basic knowledge, some knowledge, basic, right? Even that basic knowledge you have acquired from your atmosphere, from your surrounding, and you have to have that knowledge. There's no age limit. Absolutely, I agree with you. Okay. So do let me know any doubts or any question. I will now tell you how to, yes, I'm telling you that, how to send request to closed private Facebook group. I'm sharing that with you now. Those people who have entered, you can just log in. So right now we do not have any installment payment options. Or you can just check. Yeah. Go on link, 1 minute. Go on the link which I have given to you. Just go ahead. You will find an installment option there. But that installment option is only for credit cards. You can do that. Okay. Now, let me show you all those people who have entered how to send a request. How to send request to close private Facebook group. Go to course content, and in course content, find the first course, FFE resource. First course, FFE resource. Click on FFE resource. The PDF file will open. The PDF file will open. And in that PDF file, there is a link to send a request to join the closed private Facebook group. Right? You join, send the request. There is a, when you are sending the request, it will ask for the secret code. The secret code is there in that PDF file. Okay, number one. Number two, in that PDF file, there's a link to join Telegram group too. Like we have WhatsApp, we have Telegram too. Right? So you can join the Telegram group. Telegram group we use to send you the notification whenever we have those Tuesday and Wednesday events. Okay. Last 5 minutes, 41 seconds, then we are closing this offer. I will personally disable the discount in next 5 minutes, 41 seconds. Okay. See, the two types of people might be sitting here at this point of time. One who said, Praveen, I'm already fearless and fluent in English. Okay. Second, they are not. Now, in that, there are two types of people. One, they say, Praveen, it is not matching my wallet. Watch is not the problem here. Normally, we take the decision only when it matches your watch and wallet both. Watch means the timings and all, it's matching, Praveen. Yeah, but I'm giving you a mobile application. You can watch all the online courses at your own convenience. And educational sessions, if you miss it, you get the recording. So no problem of watch. You say, Praveen, it's not matching my wallet. It means if I pay 1,999, I may have to bounce my AMIs, right? For some people, they say, Praveen, no, it's matching my watch and matching my wallet also. And I need improvement in my English. I know either it is stopping my growth right now, or it might stop my growth in the future, but still I'm not taking the decision. Still I am not entering it. Watch is not the problem. Wallet is not the problem. I have the problem of English, still not entering it. Then I will tell you what is the problem. I will tell you the problem might be this, which was my problem for many years of my life. And the problem, the name we have given to this problem is called, there's a special name given to this problem, and the name is called chromatophobia. Now, in case if you're not familiar with this word, I must tell you, this word is very close to my heart. And that word is fear of money. You know, no problem of watch, no problem of wallet. You have 1999. If you say 1999 is going to shake my financial stability, just like ask yourself, if you're going outside and if you unfortunately if you get a dog bite, will you go to doctor or you'll come back home and sleep? I was like, no, I don't have money. Because why? It's for your life, right? Similarly, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, English is for your life too. People are not growing. My HR sometimes comes to me and she says, Praveen, I can't give promotion to this person, can't speak in English. Unfortunately, there's so many people I see. I have IT company, in IT company, people that developers, I don't know why. They don't learn languages. They learn other languages, but not this language. Symptoms, I suffered a lot. Save money is the mission for people who are suffering from chromatophobia. You reach airport at 1:30, you will never go to hotel, you will sleep here at airport only. Save money. I remember buying Alfonso mango at the age of 37. Save money. 50 rupees mangoes are available. What nonsense going 700, 800 rupees mango. What's special in Alfonso? Or never will, I don't remember taking a private taxi, especially when I'm traveling alone. Always local bus. Save money. Have you ever seen a fan inside the washroom above the shower? Save money, compromise, no problem, but save money. That's the attitude I have towards money. Save it. But I save it only because I can invest on correct things. 1999, you are getting a lifelong access to trainers, 4 trainers, sharing their knowledge layer by layer in an organized way. 1,000 plus, the way we are growing, it will be huge. 1,000 plus members with whom you can practice weekly live sessions. What is stopping you? Save money, chromatophobia. You can save money only when you can earn money. So learn to invest on correct things, and you have unfortunately 1 minute for that. If you really want to learn how to grow in your life. Otherwise, as I told you, whenever you have 2 options in your life, one is easy and difficult. If you take the difficult one, which is a difficult one, taking the debit card and credit card out and putting that number and putting the OTP and everything, that's a difficult option. So you take the difficult option, you reach the place which is less crowded. Looking towards me like this, right, doing all this and thinking about something else, and this is the easy option, right? You take the easy option and you will always find that escalator is always crowded. The key in life is taking the difficult option if you really want to grow in your life. Correct? So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if anyone here in the middle of the payment, do tell me, otherwise I'm closing this offer. Then it's a lunch workshop. After this, you back to your work, I back to my work. Correct? We will meet, of course, in the evening. We have 2 live workshops. Be a part of that WhatsApp group. We have lots of amazing trainers coming in line. We have lined up on health, on entertainment, on house manager skills, on various essential skills. So make sure you stay in that WhatsApp group so you get access to all our knowledge. With this, I have to respect my words and your time too. So I am now going back and disabling the discount. All those people who have entered, make sure you're downloading the app and sending the request too. For downloading the app, you can go to fFenglish.in anytime if you have missed the link in the chat. The links are there to download the app. Let me disable the discount. Okay, so I respected all the people who took the decision in exactly 20 minutes. Thank you very much. All those people who have entered in FFE. Make sure that we have to learn this language so we can speak in English fearlessly and fluently. With this, thank you very much for investing your valuable time today in the afternoon. Prem signing out until we meet again in the evening.